Hello, everybody. Welcome back from the break. We're going to have another. We're attempting this back with 4 players. I just got to grab the camera for him. Welcome, Nano, to the game.
Hello, hello. How you doing? I'm going
Good.
to be playing. I am going to be playing the role of Mard, Gimb, and Sergeant Kenzer Haley.
Nope, the other one.
Haley
Oh,
Keach.
Ahelia Keech.
Ilya Quiche.
oh, sorry,
My character.
Haley. Yes, okay, I see it. Sorry. Nice.
If the scene calls for it, I mean, feel free to use someone else's character if they're okay with it.
I'll just play the ones that aren't being played by the main characters.
That's the way to do it.
All
All
So,
right. So...
doing this on the fly, right?
You got it, Eric. We believe.
This is where the editing magic happens.
Yeah, this is what I do. This is why I get paid the big bucks, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
The big
Get
Boom.
that Twitch money.
Boom, done. Okay, ready to go. So we just finished up with Nick. You were the last
was the
guide,
guide.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
I was.
So Nano, you actually get to be the guide. Just coming in here. The guide is kind of like the microscope scene creator's turn. What you're going to do is you're going to pick a scene and you're going to come up with a question that kind of needs to get answered.
Okay, so
Centered
the last
centered around
thing-
a character drama that usually puts someone's oath in play.
All right, so I guess I played. What's this? The governor. So her oaths are: I will never abandon what I have built here. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. So
As
our-
the
Guide.
guide, you ask a question of what you want to see other people play, and you
Yeah.
don't actually play in the scene.
Yeah.
Just
Usually.
tell us
Yeah,
what to do.
you might end up playing like ancillary characters or something,
Mhm.
but it's mostly about putting other people in the spotlight.
Yes.
what was the last thing that happened then? So there was a thing with art. So
Eliana was studying the natives, and we were trying to figure out why does she value them at all. We were testing her oath for not letting any harm come to them.
Mhm.
So that was the last scene.
So why don't we put it as time later, and you find out that actually that would be the answer. The question would be, did you actually learn anything interesting about them? Something that could perhaps cause someone to wonder about whether it's about what it's worth.
All right.
Okay, so I guess I'm playing Van Gogh again.
I did not hear part of that question.
Basically, introduce a similar scene where if I understood correctly,
Mhm.
why you found any value in them. So maybe you're showing someone else the creatures, like someone,
Okay.
trying to just show people why is there any value in this race of jellyfish thingies, jellyfish squid thingies.
Idea. I have an idea how to do this.
Go, Eric.
mhm.
This will actually be in the past. This will be a scene between Gidner Coffin and Elena.
Okay.
Elena?
Yeah. Like,
About you are revealing to Gidner that this place is not right, and there's this intelligent race. Would that help? Can we actually do it that way? That's what you get out of it. Or should we do it in time?
I don't know. I'm good with the past.
Or I guess I think we could do it actually in the future. Would and if Elena what happens if I don't know. I don't want to be the facilitator. I don't want to be the guide for this scene. So
I'm having a hard time hearing Nano too now.
Well, I don't know. Let me try and boost it. Sorry. All
Yeah,
right.
it's like it
So,
hurts
I
so
think
soon.
that helped.
yeah,
oh,
you sound good now.
Okay, so I'm just gonna hold it up like this or something. One moment. Let me see if I can poke some settings.
Yeah, Now you're fading it out. Is it a problem with Zoom for the fourth person?
No.
Like,
I don't know.
I haven't had any issues with this.
It's my fault, Eric. I'm sorry.
No.
It's not your
Yes,
fault.
You're
Nick.
not the
Calm
albatross.
down.
Relax. Chad, please show Nick some love. Let him know.
I'm
Let
fine.
him know that he's not the reason for everything going wrong. He's not like Harry Dresden that makes like electrical things.
Like from The Simpsons, how they're all pointing in a circle, like it's all your fault. But yes, so for them, like maybe, or if you don't want to do that, question of, maybe with Mard, like a question of what would it take for her to abandon like something central to her? Is that possible?
Yeah, but I think you need to push a little more. What is the situation that's asking this question that's coming up?
Maybe it's involved with these jellyfish.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, I have an idea how this could play out. So what I'm thinking is either maybe Elena came back, or no, some of the algae's gone. Some of the algae's gone.
Feeling algae.
Yeah, and she's revealing the. I think she's revealing the footage or something, maybe with Leorica. And it reveals that like there's this thing that's like getting into their nets and taking the algae and leaving like with no trace. It's not. I think it might be something about like people think farmers are stealing it, but it's these aliens. Or it's not the aliens. We're the aliens. It's it's the artists.
The natives.
I call them the artists. Yeah.
The
right.
artists.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
What about that? How about that? Is that okay? Like, you want to play with that?
Yeah, I'm happy to play. I'm happy to play with these jellyfish, stealing the algae because maybe it glows to them or something.
Yeah.
So so this would be between this is when Marge is confronting Leorica about these.
I think it could start actually with Leorica messing with Docton. Like I think maybe Mard and Leorica think that Docton is like responsible or
Okay.
knows about this first.
Okay.
And then like I'm gonna probably get dismissed or something, and I don't know. So
Okay, so
it probably opens up with me being interrogated.
I wanted to kick your door down.
Do it, yeah, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Okay, so
It was
starts
fun.
out-
So this is in the future. Then my door was since then been repaired until
yeah,
today.
your door is like you just finished fixing your door.
Yeah,
He just stands back and he's like,
Finally, it's
absolutely,
perfect.
yeah.
And
Jessica
then
Jones style.
kicked down. Like there's not even a knock first.
No. And
Through the door.
he's like, Jiminy Crickets, what the? How did? And like I think he just gets on his knees and like, not again, please,
Dawson Shepin,
please.
you are called in for questioning under the authority of the Marines.
What did I do this time? Oh, I'm just a farmer.
And then like now we'll spin wipe over to you in an interrogation room.
Mm-hmm.
And then what like
For the last time, I'm not stealing anything. Look at me. I'm as skinny as a twig. Where am I putting this food?
maybe you're giving it away.
To who? What? Nobody likes me. I'm just a hard-working farmer.
You are despicable disgrace of a man.
Oh, you don't have to go and say that.
I think from somewhere in the
believe
ship, you just hear Haley scream, "Ho ho!"
I'm a good Christian farmer. I don't know, religious, right? Yeah.
You're you follow space religion? How dare you?
Well, yeah, like the good
Well-
book says.
Can't.
Yeah.
That was a straight face. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, Shepin, listen. Someone is taking part of your algae hold. And if you don't know who it is, then you probably want to get to the bottom of this as much as we do.
Oh, see, now just wait 1 minute. See, I know what it's not any of us. I've been saying this to the sergeant every time I make a complaint. It's ain't nobody stealing the algae. It's something else out there. I'm telling you, I've seen it. It's this it's some kind of jelly. Some kind of squid. I don't know. It's in there. It's in the water.
Jelly squid. You want me to believe some jelly squid is stealing our algae?
Yeah. I look at you straight up like I'm a man of my word.
All right, Shepin.
I can't.
Listen,
It comes.
we're gonna get some patrols out there in the water. And maybe, just maybe, if you're telling the truth, you won't have to worry about your door getting kicked down anytime soon.
Oh, thank you. Like I don't want to cause any harm to anybody. I just want to be a farmer. Look, I know things are hard. I'm not dumb. I know things aren't always as they say, but believe me when I say that there's something out there eating our algae, and I wish I could prove it, but I can't. All I got's my eyes.
Well,
I got no money for video feeds. That's and Marines say you guys are so busy with the dibber damber that you can't spend any time trying to find this guy.
I
You guys
promise
think that he's stealing it.
that your concerns are going to be addressed in this matter.
I sure hope so. I just wish it didn't cost me a door to get your ear. Thank you.
All right.
So now probably between Mard and Leorica, what are they actually going to say about that? My theory.
All right. So yeah, I think Leorica comes up to Mard and says, Mard, swells out there are claiming up and down that there are creatures in the water stealing our algae. That it's none of the convicts and it's none of the freemen. It's someone else.
Jellyfish, you say?
Squid jellyfish. That's the report, if you believe it.
Do we have... And who's seen them? Apart from this farmer.
Now, I heard tell of it around. It's not the first report we got. I had orders. Come to think of it, them orders came from you. Anytime we got any reports listing these things, they should be burned. So, I can't tell you how many people have seen them. We didn't keep those records.
Well, these jellyfish, if they're stealing our algae, I think we should try to ask the people, see how many people have met them last, and then round them up, and we can talk with them and gather all the evidence together. And then we could decide what to do with both the people and the jellyfish. Maybe we can... Maybe the jelly... Who knows? I wonder what these jellyfish are doing with it. Maybe they're just eating it. Maybe we can eat them.
Okay.
Nothing's going to mess with my algae.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I think that's probably scene then, right?
Yep.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do.
Bryn fade
All
out.
right, what are you gonna do?
So here's a scene. So with the algae being stolen, food's getting less and less.
Mm-hmm.
What's Halia gonna do in the cafeteria when it's her turn to get food and they're saying they're all out?
Hey, Leah. It says convicts, lags, and sables. What does that mean?
Yes. So Halia is a prisoner. So Halia is was married to Will. At some point in the past, you guys had some kind of shop, and the shop went into debts, and you cooked the books. You committed fraud about your finances, and you guys wound up as prisoners on this planet. You were sent as like a penal colony, so it's like a prison work colony. And your wife, and so you were the wife to Will. So a sable is just the name for a female prisoner, I think.
Hmm. Burglars, con artists, prostitutes, robbers, name, number, role, oath, and player. So I have determined to never step out of line again.
Yes.
So maybe for that, is that the scene? Like, do you want to play it out like I come up to the person and like, here for my food ration, sir?
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
something?
No, that's exactly what's going on. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe
So
it's like,
imagine like a prison cafeteria kind of setting, right?
yeah. I'm thinking of like the actually no, I would say it. Instead I'll go, I don't know, yeah, prison cafeteria. So maybe when it's like I bring my tray up and I'm like, what's how you doing today? To I guess the
Uh,
person it's serving or something.
yeah.
If
So
that's
on the
a
prison,
thing.
it's like, oh, I'm sorry, miss, but due to the rations and stuff, there's just not enough to go around. I'm sorry, you got the short straw.
What do you mean there's not enough rations to go around? Where have they all been going?
With the recent thefts of the algae, there's just not enough to go around. I'm sorry. My hands are tied. Is what they say.
Am I the last one in the queue?
No, there's people behind you. There's probably like
So,
50 or so people behind you. Sucks for you.
okay,
Look at, but like, look, it's not against you. Like, look at everyone else there. It's a shortage. I mean, if you want, like, if you want someone to blame, you should find the convicts who are stealing it.
maybe after that, I resist the urge to like turn to them and go, "Hey, the food's run out."
Yeah.
I think I want to recreate that sort of scene because I have vowed to never step out of line again. So maybe I just grumble and then I don't know, try to walk between I guess the other prisoners and be like and see if they I don't know what I actually have to trade for a bit of food. Maybe I could be like,
Oh, you're
hey,
gonna ask. You're gonna offer. You're going to ask for a trade for food for people who have food.
seems like a good idea.
Sure.
Sure.
Um. You will never step out of
Never.
line. So,
Sorry?
clearly,
Yes. So
clearly the person's gonna be like, "Oh, you're hungry, miss? Sure, I got some algae here, but
I'm very glad you didn't say I got some meat here or something.
yeah, no, I got some algae here, but it's gonna cost you.
Yes. Take it there, Eric. Do it.
I'm not sure I think we're on
Like,
different
as you
wavelengths.
say that, I take a deep breath and square my shoulders, and I'm like, oh,
Well, I assume you're
I
going
need you.
dark.
Yeah, I need you. I need you to do some things. The timber. See, I got somebody. I'm trying to say something to the effect of, you're gonna, by agreeing to take this food, we're gonna show you to the Dimber Damber who you're going to have to do something for. Pretty much like you're not getting out of it. Right,
So
like
my
basically
choice-
like Godfather offer you can't
Offer you
refuse.
can't refuse.
Right, you
Yeah.
know,
I'm gonna
Right.
make you an offer you
like
can't
by
refuse.
agreeing to taking this food, you're going to be bound to doing something that the Dimber Damber. I mean, like, well, like you are promising, right? Like, I'm not saying you as a player is obligated to it, right? Because that's what we're
Yeah.
playing. But like, that's the implication of taking food.
Yeah.
Maybe could I be like after I hear that like
Yeah, like you know it, like you know this math, right? Like this is
yeah.
You know the score.
yeah.
Yeah. So maybe I'm like, I'm not hungry enough to deal with a Dimber Damber
Absolutely
Uh,
awesome.
right
Yeah.
now. I would, I could survive for I could survive for days. And I'd rather eat my own hand than serve the Dimber Damber. And so maybe after that, I stalk off and
Huh.
maybe try to find somebody
Oh,
else.
while you're
Maybe
stalking off, I think one of
stalking off
them.
with my stomach
I think
growling.
one of them says, like in a really rude way. Rumor, they say it like aloud, like as you're walking away. Like cause like kind of turn them down in a like a very pronounced way. They say like, yeah, that's we hear that you have your husband's limbs to eat, stored in your own house.
Shit.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
Wow.
like they're convicts. They're like
That's
they're
hard.
mean.
No,
mean
that was
green,
good though.
right?
that was
good.
Right? Yeah.
just-
On point.
So
so could I just
yeah, like you hear
clear
that, like what do you do? And everyone, it's like a high school
Is that-
cafeteria. Everyone's like,
Everything stops.
"Ooh."
Everything stops.
Is that like
World
is
stands
that like saying that I killed my husband?
No,
Or
so
is that,
your husband is maimed, right? Like your husband was crippled by a Marine sergeant, and he's a quadriplegic, or like he lost his limbs. And so he was saying that you have your husband's limbs in a freezer to eat, that's why you're not hungry. Is what he's saying. Like you're saying like not only a cannibal, but you have your husband's limbs to eat.
It's harsh.
Right? Yeah, like it's
Can
yeah,
I-
it's
I'm like
it's
just looking at-
inflammatory. It's supposed to be inflammatory.
And then after a second, I close my mouth and just give him like a very withering look because I can't actually think of anything else to say right now to
Alright.
him.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you better walk.
Can
What
I
is
can
that?
I interject real quick?
Yeah. Wait, are
Okay.
you want to play like another prisoner or something?
Yes.
Sure.
Do you mind if I just like steer the scene
go
for a
ahead.
second? Okay. So like I imagine that like after she's kind of stalked off for a second and the guy's already shouted this, like one of the other people in line like very quietly just turns to him and he's like, "You don't fucking talk about the boss that way," and he just kind of like pulls some kind of sharp shank out of his pocket and just gives him a couple quick stabs.
Oh my god.
And the cafeteria erupts. Not in laughter, just in like fucking chaos.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. And I think that's the scene. So
I was
we,
gonna
we,
be
we
like-
end the scene fading back in
And
cut.
maybe as I hear the chaos,
Yeah.
I like take it, I like try to grab the food. Maybe I don't know, peanut
Oh.
bread or something.
Yeah.
It's like as
Awesome,
everyone's
yeah.
fighting and punching, I like look around desperately. And
Oh,
I'm like,
you're like on your knees, like dodging like the violence and stuff, like picking up scraps of like anything that fell on the ground or whatever, and like
yeah, like absolutely
yeah.
anything, like
Yeah.
bits of crumbs or anything. And then
totally.
would
Oh,
it
man.
would it be okay? Would it be okay after that to like I see him? I'm keep bringing food for my crippled husband too.
Oh yeah,
And I'm-
totally. Yeah,
and
that's
I'm like-
totally
Got
okay.
something, and I like got something for us to eat. Uh-huh.
Oh my god, awesome. Nice. Way to take that scene up, Nick. That was good.
Thank you.
Okay.
And if I could add one more thing in here reflexively, this is cheesy, but can I kind of like give a name to the still loyal dissenters that follow Keech?
Yeah, totally. What's their name?
The Iron Wills. I know it's campy and corny, but I love it.
That's fine.
It's
Iron
great.
Wills.
I
Okay.
thought you were gonna go like the Keecheners or something.
Nah. I wanted to do something with Will.
Hot for Keecher.
No, it's too silly. I can't do it. Never
Yeah.
do it. It's
All
too
right.
silly.
Okay. Cool. No, that's a really good scene. So that was me as the guide for that one, right?
Yeah.
So now the torch gets passed to Kelsa.
Okay. What do I want to see? I want to see. I don't think we've actually seen the Dimmer Dammer really.
No, we haven't.
I want to see Gerder Croffin. Where do I want to see him though? What do I want to know about him? I want to know. Gerner Croffin, he tricked his way into the position of Dimmer Dammer.
Yes.
I want to know, like, there's no Abbott or Captain Sharp, but what do his high-ranking officials think of him? So if someone wants to be the Abbott or Captain Sharp, we can make up that character right now, or
I'm happy being the Abbot. You know, sleazy man of the cloth.
Ooh, what if the Abbott and Captain Sharp? Can I pose this? What if they're also former members of the survey team?
oh, everybody is a former member.
Slowly we're eliminating.
So, like the whole crew's it's all here.
So this is sort of like a poetic justice situation that, like, oh, you made that bed, all right, sleep in it, right? Cool. So let's just quickly grab a name for these people.
Like, oh, you made that bed. Hope you have a good night's sleep.
Yeah. Go ahead and
They
give
don't
me
necessarily need
Nanosphere. Go ahead and give me a quick roll of 2d6, and I'll just find the and then tell me male or female. You just decide. This is for names.
I'll go with female.
Okay. So 5 and 6. Mirtha is one of them.
Martha.
And give me another 2d6 and determine male or female.
Come on. Up, down. Nope. Okay.
Did you say female as well?
I'll go male this time.
Okay. Ed.
Ed. So Ed and Mirtha.
Yep. Which one's the Captain Sharp and which one's the Abbot? So those are the names. Those are the titles given to the person who's the Lord of Vice and the God of War. Basically, the like the Lord of Vice is the purveyor of black market goods, obviously, and the God of War is clearly like
I want the woman to be the Lord of Vice. Wait.
The Abbot, a title regardless of gender, is the Dimmer Dammer's lichous left hand, procurer and purveyor of all vice within the colony. Drugs, gambling, prostitution, luxury items, food theft. The Abbot has a hand in all of these, and more. Dutifully kicking back the profits to the Dimmer Dammer. For those who need an audience or mercy from the Dimmer Dammer, appeals to and through the Abbot are the usual route.
Yes, and then Ed would be the God of War, or Captain Sharp.
Actually, I really chose to just to upset the roles, but then now I'm like, I want a woman to be the God of War and the man to be the God of Vice.
Okay.
So
The God of War is meant to be the chief enforcers, quote unquote, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
I'm happy with the woman being the chief enforcer.
Okay. Cool. Just Captain Sharp and the Abbot. Okay. Just minor character names. Okay. So I think it's gonna be a Dimber Damber meeting, like of the high ranking officials. I think it might be a scene about the rafts of the thefts and things like that. It's a scene to like figure out who's stealing it because we think that it's somebody else. So this is prior to the food fight.
Okay.
All right. So I think Gidner comes in and he's peering over a bunch of ledgers, in some sort of like makeshift kind of office secure part of the ship. And he's looking through it, and he's like, these numbers aren't adding up.
Do you want to take the role of Mira and I'll take Ed, Kessa, or someone else?
Nick should take it if because I'm the focus or the guide.
Yeah, okay. Which one should I take?
Just pick one. Decide.
I know. I'm gonna do Bertha.
Okay.
Do it. And so the Abbot, the vice person, the vice lady. No, the vice
Guy.
guy.
Viceroy.
Boy.
Okay. These numbers are adding up. Somebody's stealing from us, guys.
Someone's stealing from us. See?
Yeah. This guy's like very like slick hair. Kind of reminds me of what's his name from Always Be Closing by Glengarry Ross. Right? Maybe you guys
I've
know.
never seen that, but
Okay.
I'm just going like generic slick-haired guy,
All
like
right.
Yes.
like the one from Oh, anyway, yes.
Yeah.
And so,
Okay. Bankster kind of looking guy, right? Like super Wall Street.
So maybe as
These algae numbers are way off, guys. Our algae returns are dropping.
I want to be like, having, I don't know, an algae snack as he's saying that.
Yeah. Okay.
So as I like
Yeah.
I don't
algae
know what
numbers
you're talking
are-
about.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Everyone's getting their algae snacks, and we're getting our rich rewards for keeping this lot in line and serviced.
Oh, of course. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about in general, man. The colonies stuff is going down. Oh, I'm sure we'll weather this storm just fine. But those free colonists might be they might be needing some favors for some food. I'm saying this that I think our market might be opening now, right? Now on the other hand, if somebody was stealing from us, we might need to be preparing for war. So I need to. I have my council members here.
Maybe
guys do
that's
you
when I
think it is?
turn
Yeah.
to Mirtha, and I'm like, Mirtha, what's the word? Mirtha, what's the word? Have you heard any whisper, any gossip on this?
Mirtha kind of like stands back and she's like, "We've had our weekly round of door kickings. We haven't come across any new information, but I think Haley killed a few people this week. No, he definitely killed a few people this week. But morale is high. That's good. So if a war is coming,
Well, let me tell you, I haven't seen anything on my end. Haven't even heard the whisper from my girls.
okay.
So then the question remains, though. Our biggest threat is that Will Keach, right?
Well, Keach.
And his snake, his followers, the what do they call themselves? The Iron Wills.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's got a breaking point. We just have to find theirs.
Well, how about this for a breaking point? What if just Sergeant Haley didn't go far enough? What if we just take him out?
Mirtha kind of shrugs and she's like, "I don't know."
As a preemptive measure, because maybe it's not war, right? But I'm always a fan of hedging our bets. Let's
Maybe like that could be good.
I
But that
bet
could
you,
also be a lot of.
well, look, the foods. If I'm looking at these numbers are right. We're gonna run food. Food is going to be another issue in the next couple of weeks. How much you want to bet we can get a? We don't have to have any of your boys sharp take care of him. I bet you we can get a free colonist to do it for some food. What do they care? Like it's just Will's nothing, right? Maybe even a Marine.
Mirtha
I was gonna.
kind of shrugs and she's like, "But who would we put pressure on? I mean, well, there is that one Patsy."
Why don't we try to get someone caught in one of them compromising positions?
That's what I'm
Set
saying.
it up all nice, like.
What if we just got yeah, I mean there's always Docton, but he might be too good natured to consider slicing somebody for some bread. Things would have to be real bad for that.
Mirtha kind of laughs and she's like, "You're right. He wouldn't pick up a knife to slice a loaf of bread even."
Yeah.
Well, why don't we make it just?
I think it'll have to be a hungry Marine.
There are plenty of those around. hungry for not just bread.
So we keep our hands out of this. Keep our nose clean. The deed goes to a hungry marine, and we all go forward. Agreed.
Yes.
Martha nods.
All right, meeting adjourned. And
But after that, can I have a thing where like I'm unwrapping another sort of algae pop and then I start eating it again?
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I like the idea of a sort of like gluttony, kind of like you never have an issue with food. Yeah, I dig that a lot. Cool. Okay.
I am good. Oh, am I God now?
Yes, you are God.
I am guide. I am always God, Eric. You don't need to.
You're the god. You're the guiding god.
What do I want to see?
I was.
All right. I don't want to steer the plot. What?
I was gonna say, like, I would actually like to see what's happening with the actual algae, like, just as a person, like.
Yeah, I was sitting there. Like, what I want to do is I want to be like, all right, what's going on with the algae? But I don't want to like pick characters out to like be able to decide that because I think people have like plot threads where they want things to go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't get to pick who gets to be in the scene. If you're like, what's going on with the algae? The rest of us get to pick that out.
No, you could, but you could also frame a scene being like, what does such and such think of the algae being missing?
We've been going with the pattern that we usually like introduce going to be in the scene.
Yeah.
So
or in a microscope way, right? It's like you can be like, what happens when this person's caught with this thing? Like you just establish these facts that they happened.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. So, well, I guess the easiest way to put this is let's see what's actually going on with the algae. Let's get a scene together where we like figure out where the algae is going, who's taking it, is it the responsibility of the creatures, the convicts, the authority, what's going on. I do want to set it probably. I think we'll set it on the ship, though. I think probably on the ship.
The ship? I've not heard of the ship yet.
The colony is the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So is it like a place that's on land and a place that's...
No, it is a ship that is floating in the middle of the ocean.
Yep.
Oh, all right. So this is all on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Setting details are ship. Scene details are what's going on with Galgi. These are what are important.
You don't want to focus on a character?
Well, I kind of want to let everyone pick what characters they want to use.
I would encourage that a scene have a character. I'm pretty sure the book has.
Then let me focus on.
You can have. I mean, require. Basically, you can require. Like, you should require one character, and then everyone else kind of fill in around it.
Okay.
Well, there is specifically a part where it says it's okay to have short scenes that
or the vignettes,
have 1 or 0 characters, where you just describe what's going on.
Okay.
But we could just be like, the artists are stealing it, and then we're done.
Yeah, but that's too simple.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. I was gonna be like, maybe we see it from the perspective of like, I don't know, a maintenance person, where if a lot of the algae growth is automated, he sees like I don't know, a tentacle reaching out and grabbing it or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then then there has to be a reason why he hasn't reported that, because this is the colonist food or something.
Maybe it was the first time he actually saw it. Like,
I mean, well, either it's the first time that he saw it, or I think I like the idea that he's afraid or they are afraid of reporting it because they think that they'll be labeled for it being stolen.
Okay. I dig that. So I think just
like
some insert swell character then. Not a named one, just one that happens to be privy to this at the beginning of the thefts.
Yeah, so just a farmer, right?
Yes. Right. Who shall play farmer?
Why not the farm? Why not the farmer that got his door kicked in?
You mean Docton?
Oh, just let it be Docton.
Okay.
Sure.
I feel
Yeah.
like we've given Docton a ton of screen time, so I was like, I don't know if we should.
He has a lot
No,
of.
let's
It's a
do
lot
it.
of
let's do it.
strings.
Let's do it.
What is Docton's
What's
I will
Docton's
never
reaction to
keep
all
a
this?
profitable secret. So this has to be the first time because there's
Yeah.
no way he could have kept a lid on it.
No, he's been reporting it all the time.
Oh, that's true. No, he said that. He said that he's been reporting it all the time.
Yeah, I've
and he's just been ignored. That's right.
Yeah. So he looks at it and he's like, there it is! There it is! Guards! And like by that time it's like already gone and like
He's
the
like
water's
tapping on the
settling.
glass, and
He's
it's just like,
damn it!
Well, couldn't I would have maybe could it be like one of the guard comes up to the edge and then looks at it and is like, why haven't all the machines that we got looking after this stuff picked this up? And then
Yeah. What if after that, what if a tentacle grabs the guard? And,
Yes.
like one that's larger than normal, or just like standard size of
no,
this thing?
standard size. Just
Oh, okay.
just grabs it,
Like-
and then the Docton sees both of this, and he's like, "Oh shit! Shit!" And like just runs over to like whatever the sheriff like the Marine base would be, right? And be
I
like,
was gonna be
It's the Marines
"Man
getting
down!"
water.
Like someone's they're in the water and they haven't come up, right?
I was gonna say, is there a PA or something or any sort of communicator that he has? Is like, there's a person that's been pulled
Ship
into the
does,
lake.
yeah. Well, I think that's an interesting part for how does the captain of the Marines respond to a distress call from a Marine?
Yeah, okay. Like, does this go directly to Lerenica? Like, does she get a
Does it?
call from a Marine?
Well, I think. Well, I don't know. Basically, this is a question of what
Okay.
kind of like infrastructure do the Marines have in terms of like that kind of stuff. Like, do they have like little like bioscanners, and like you have like a read of them, and then like one turns off, right, or something like that. Like, is
Like,
that how
I
it
don't
works?
know, like if they had bioscanners, I feel like I would just get like a notice if one of them got turned off.
This one is drowning.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you would drowning. Like, that's totally up to the captain of the
You could
Marines
say,
to
like, in
determine what the
distress.
technology is. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But like, someone just says it was in distress, and then what is the response? Like, what is the clamp down response of the
Okay,
Marines
so
when this
yeah,
happens?
I think the first thing that happens is there's like a little like a ping notice on her HUD because she's got an in-brain computer. Because
Totally.
why not? You know, and it's like like raised endorphin levels in Marine X's thing. So she is like, that's weird. It's on a normal patrol down by the docks, and then like she presses a button and she's like, random Marine,
Kensley,
Chin McChest
Everett, Leonard.
Leonard, yes.
Leonard.
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 Okay, Leonard.
Lenny.
Yeah.
It got Letty.
Well, that would imply she cares.
She's she knows who it is. So she's like, Leonard, come in. You seem to be experiencing some distress. And then there's no response. And then probably you're like, oh no, they got Lenny
Yeah.
coming into the thing. And so I think she stands up and she like puts out a call as like, all right, we need all available Marines down to blah 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 last site, Leonard, and pulls basically pulls gets an entire platoon to meet her at that area.
Okay.
Everyone
And
loves
so-
Lenny.
In a panic, Shep, Docton, what do you do? All the Marines are coming down, led by the captain of the guard herself.
Well, I was running to them to warn them, but I think
Yeah.
at this point, I actually probably go and hide. I try to avoid their presence. I
Okay.
feel like at this point, Docton doesn't want anything to do with the Marines.
So he's
I'd
just
like for
They're just
I'd like
thugs,
for
and he just wants to be out of their way. Like that's like he has that crisis of like, oh, I want to help them, but there's nothing like
they're kind of dicks. I don't wanna help
anything that I do to say like being honest with them and forthcoming just makes me they think that I did it, right?
They
No
just
matter
keep
what I do.
knocking down my door, and
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay, so yeah, I think
Come on, knock on my door.
I
Does
think
he stay close enough to like see them even though he's hiding, or is he just like bolted completely out?
Well, he hides behind like a shed or something like
Okay.
on the roof.
so. I feel like Lornica organizes a search, and they find Leonard's body as drowned,
Oh,
Shit.
but it's completely intact.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so they know that this area, this farm this algae farm,
Belong to Docton.
belongs to Docton. And
Oh, shit.
Docton has been a person of interest in multiple food scandals. So she, like, when they find Leonard's body, like, there's this scene of her, like, kneeling over his body and, like, closing his eyes and being like, Docton.
I would like.
And
Could I have Mard coming up, like as you're just closing his eyes and being like, what's going on here? Is it-
Governor. Sorry you had to see this. But this man has been drowned. I think it's foul play.
Foul play?
We don't have much to go on yet. We've got the Marines collecting evidence, but one Docton Shept is a person of interest. This is his farm.
Get the techs in here too. See what's happening with this machine.
And yeah, I like whistle and like call over the techs that are already there because I'm doing my job right. And I'm like, give the governor anything you need.
All the Marines are just admiring the algae, not doing their jobs.
God damn it, Marines.
Could I just
find Docton. Find Mr. Shepard.
I don't know. For some reason, I just want one of the Marines to like be when no one's looking, just to I don't know, reach in and grab some of the algae, like
Just kind of pocket it.
yeah,
Just
Oh,
pocket
this
this wet
this
handful
wet
of
sopping algae. Yes, because I assume it's the most valuable thing here. So
It's
that
not like-
he does. All right, so that guy totally does.
Mhm.
But when he does, he sees like a strange like creature for a quick second as he pockets some of the algae. It doesn't grab it or anything. It's just like it's like sitting below the water.
And I think Docton from behind the thing is like, "Damn it, that's my algae! Don't be touching that." All
Cool.
right, scene.
Scene. It's midnight, so we probably have time for like maybe like one or two more scenes, unfortunately. So like
Yes.
our game of Durance will not be resolved unless oaths. We don't have enough time to shatter everyone's oaths, but let's proceed anyways as far as we can. So it goes to Nanosphere. You are now the guide. You get to design the scene.
Now I'd actually like to focus on the octopi and how they react to like having all these Marines with guns around their enclosure or something.
Okay. Normally you frame a scene involving the notables and not the alien, which is hard.
Oh.
So could you
in that
could you
case-
no you could have the alien have something like how somebody reacts to the aliens, right? But make it from a perspective of a notable.
Maybe in that case, I was wondering like, what is the fallout from like that scuffle in the cafeteria between like the Iron Wills and the other
okay.
two?
Okay.
So what if? So I'm gonna play Gidner, Right, I'm gonna be the Dimmer Dammer.
Mm-hmm.
If nobody, I think that the Dimmer Dammer. I don't know. I think it's a stalemate. And I think it might be one of those scenes again with like a small council.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
How about a meeting between him and Keech, where he has the upper hand and he can kind of just lord himself over Keech,
Okay. Yeah.
with the council in tow, perhaps.
Oh, so Gidner's the Dimmer Dammer won.
Not necessarily just.
Is this
Well,
like a
what-
peace agreement?
Not even a peace agreement, basically like to force Will's hand, because they're basically ready to kill off anyone who associates with him.
Okay.
Like, they have all the leverage, and they're bringing it to Will to be like, all right, we want your help for whatever.
You picked a bad time for a war, Will. Real bad time.
Will kind of just like continues in his stasis, and I guess he's kind of just like recently been woken up, and he's just like, I have no idea what you're talking about, Croffin. Very calmly, very smoothly.
And he looks down at his shoe, like so the Dimmer Dammer is dressed very well. Like he has still like a business suit and stuff like that. It's not like tatters or anything like that. And he looks to Will, and he's like, so do I look like a man who has time for this banter and you'd play dumb with me?
Will just kind of smiles, and he's like, I honestly don't know what you have time for anymore, Croffin. You certainly have enough time to kill your subordinates. You certainly have enough time to betray your friends.
And he says, and you certainly have enough time to sit here in this little test tube while your darling wife reads to you.
And Keech just kind of smiles, and he's like, yes, she is persistent, isn't she? Why have you bothered to come here? Do you wish to read me a story as well? Perhaps you want to replace my limbs that you stole.
In a matter of fact, I did come here to read you a story. It's a story about a man who wants too much when he can't have it. So, a long time ago, there was a guy who thought he had it all, and everything was going so well. He had everything under control, but he just didn't really he missed the part about the guard change. You know, he missed the part about how he really, really hates the captain of the Marines and how much they hate you in return. And they just couldn't, and how they just couldn't resist after they captured you and foiled your little plot about chopping you up and leaving you here as a symbol for the others. So I guess this might also be a story of someone who just can never learn their lesson and let things go. So I'm here to tell you that our little rivalry is over. I won. Don't even bother doing anything. Like this is a waste of your time, and if I get a single whiff of you starting something new, you'll find a grenade under your pillow.
And Will kind of just smiles even wider, and he's like, you honestly think you have anything left to take from me? No. When this war starts, it won't be my soldiers that fight it, and it won't be yours. I've got someone else working for me this time. And fortunately, they can't be bought off.
He laughs, and it's like everybody can be bought off.
And Will kind of just smiles, and he's like, "No, I doubt it. You're quickly losing your leverage against."
He doesn't. So he's not going to reveal it to you, but I'm going to tell you, player to player, what he's thinking. He's thinking that he knows that with the upcoming food shortages, that people with empty stomachs are mighty agreeable. or persuadable. So like he's like, yeah, we'll see, right?
Mhm.
He's like, oh yeah, I guess I am overstepping, like in a way that like like he's holding back, right?
Mhm.
Like he knows what the cards say.
But again, back in the player to player thing,
Yeah,
Will has something similar going on,
yeah,
and
totally. And
no matter what, it doesn't matter who he can employ. It doesn't matter who the Dimber Damber can employ. He's still got his own little method of completely wiping out his leadership.
so he's thinking, so if this is somebody who can't be bought, what makes you think that you have leverage over them?
And Will kind of just smiles and he's like, because you've taken something from them that's far more precious than the limbs you took from me or the life you took from me. And unfortunately, they're in a much better position to take it back than I am.
He's like, you do know that if anything would happen to me, you are certainly a dead man as well, right?
Will kind of shrugs with what he's got left and he's just like, it's been a long time coming, I think.
And he's like, let's go, guys. And I don't know why we're wasting our time with this fish food. And we just move.
And I think like as you're walking out, Will's like, oh, you have no idea who's the fish food. See.
Okay. Nano?
Yep, see.
No, it's your turn. Oh, you did. That was you. That was you. So it's me. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's what happens after midnight. My brain just like makes the Skype. It makes the Skype close sound.
Yep.
So, what sucks is that I don't want to make a scene. Well, okay, this is how I want to make a scene. But it's like my characters are in it. So like I think I'm just gonna do a quick little vignette.
Okay.
And then move on. Docton, in order to get out of the problems and its situations of the marine dying and the algae missing, goes to the Dimber Damber looking for help. Dimber Damber agrees that he can pull some strings if Docton will take care of Will.
Wilf?
And
Who's Wilf?
Docton just can't. He's like maybe like he's like no, I don't know why I came here, and like panics and leaves. And then like a couple days later, he's like, God damn it! All right. And that's the scene.
Okay. I was going to interject a little.
He's agreed to kill Will.
Yeah, he's agreed. He came back. He agreed to take out Will. In order to make his problems go away.
Yeah.
I wanted, I don't know. I was thinking maybe Haley is married to Will, right?
Or was.
Yes.
Technically, yes, but they are kind of divorced.
You
In
know,
an
makes-
unofficial way.
Now it makes much more sense that they were referring to as like, I hear you got your guy on ice or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought it was married to someone else. But anyway.
So I think we have to watch Docton kill Will.
Okay.
Okay. Confrontation.
Yeah, you guys, I think we need to see this.
Dead of night in the cell area, and Will's kind of just half asleep, I'm thinking.
Are they floating in like a Bacta tank or something?
No, he's kind of just in this like stasis. Similar, yes, but it's basically just like a stasis capsule that you can like reach into and out of.
I think.
And Will probably has the keys to this, maybe from like Haley. To the cell, I mean.
I think Docton kind of just like waltzes in, and like sees him sleeping, and kind of just will pull out a gun and like shake, like very like
Yeah,
shaky
head's just
handed.
like shaking and everything.
Yeah, and shoot 3 times or something like that.
Right before you. Okay, so can I just add in a
Yeah.
little thing right before the shit? Okay, so like right before that happens, Will kind of like he's kind of been on alert because he expects someone's gonna come kill him at some point. So he kind of just like briefly flashes his eyes open, smiles, and then just closes them back again right before Docton starts shooting him.
Mm.
Okay.
Just a brief flash of acknowledgement of what's going on, and then he just gives up.
Okay. I guess Docton kills Will.
Yep, and Will is dead.
Shots.
Oh, Doctor, what have you done? This isn't what you
Now-
signed up
So
for.
Docton just murders him and walks off. There's no like crushing come to realization. Oh my god, I killed someone.
That's
that might
already
be
come and
later.
gone.
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
No, that comes later, man.
All right.
Well, you get to
whatever.
see frame a scene. Do you want to see Doctor?
No. If
Spiral?
Eric has plans
This
for
has
later,
been this has been Durance, the story of Docton.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, we could put the. I mean, if Eric has plans for later, then let's see what Eric's plans for later for making Docton have a realization.
Spoilers. I don't have any plans.
Oh, okay.
I never
I was
plan
saying,
anything.
spoilers. There's not
Docton
much
breaks
time left.
down.
for later.
Yeah,
And the
there's no
world-
time for plans. Like
Okay.
this will be the last scene.
There is no time for plans. So Docton breaks down and does Darth Vader know, and that's when his innocence is gone. His naivete is
Right.
broken.
What's up, Nana? You have your hand up.
I don't know.
You
what
know
else
you
to
can
do to
just
get
talk.
attention.
What's up?
I wanted to say, could I do something with Hylia, like with this? Since her husband is dead now.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm sure about that.
All right, I'll
this to
play
be,
the corpse.
Want to be our last scene? This be our last scene.
So
What are we look? What are we are we wondering? The question of how does Halia feel about her husband's death, or
I was the question. I had an answer, but yeah, the question could be like, how does she feel about his death, or maybe
or
what will she?
we could load the question a little bit more and say, is Will's death finally enough to get her to
Yeah.
cross the line?
Is it the oath breaking point?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, that is the question. But yes, that's what I was.
Play it out.
That's what
Do
I
it.
was hoping to play.
Let's see it.
Okay. Cool. Who else is
Okay.
there?
Well, I was thinking that Haley is usually the first one that comes to see him, like in the morning or what have you, before anyone else really comes by, just to see him and maybe read or talk or something to him. So maybe she's coming in with like the book that she was reading him, and then she turns the corner or
Wait.
something.
Sorry, before you go on, Eric, what was the book that you said she was reading him at the beginning?
Oh, it
Pride
was
and Prejudice?
It was Pride and Prejudice. Yeah.
She's got Pride and Prejudice again.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, so she
Damn, that's so
crosses-
good.
it's sad.
She crosses the corner to see him. She like looks at him as like already bled out and dead on the floor. She drops the book and then like runs over to him, and then is just in so much horror that he's dead. I don't know. You get like this picture of her face. It's like there's horror. Then like her eyes change and it crystallizes into anger, and then well, what I would want to happen is the next scene is she contacts the Dimber Damber and is like, whatever you need. And I don't know, even like, I don't know, she maybe even has like a bit of glass and then cuts her hand, is like, puts it on his table, is like,
Like a
whatever.
blood pact. Yeah.
All right,
Cool.
that's a good way to end it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so that was a much slower moving game today. I feel so that was Durance.
I
This
don't
one
really know.
No, it's fine. This was a weird day.
It was.
Between the technical issues, bringing someone new on, it's just like was weird. I felt like it was a much slower game than I wish it was today. But I think that just kind of happens.
Yeah.
Where I'm not. I guess for as far as scenes go, I think we may have. I don't know. We didn't have enough time to tie in our different ideas going on. Like we didn't have enough time to tie in the alien drama kind of like into the rest of the game.
Yeah,
like,
I was trying to get to it at the end.
Yeah, if there was a way that we could have like gotten that, like put a bow on it, you know what I mean? Like that it would have felt for me like a much more complete game tonight. It felt like ultimately like we needed like another like 2 hours, so like 8 more scenes.
Yeah, we basically got to like the cliffhanger of episode 10 of a season.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
We got 2 more episodes.
Yeah. It just wasn't as far. Yeah, like the drama didn't ramp up enough until the very, very end. What else? Else's thoughts?
I was thinking maybe with the octopi or the jellyfish, they could have like somehow arranged maybe the algae into like a picture of what they saw.
Oh, that'd be cool.
If they like could see the future, but then nobody else could have like a big enough view from it, so they could only see the algae, and so they were like, we tried to warn them.
Oh, okay. So they're like spilling out their doom and like the
algae,
the algae, but we never
like
saw it because we weren't looking.
Oh, that's cool. I think our scenes went relatively smoothly. It's just because of all of like the in between time that we had to suffer through. It ended up taking a lot longer. But I think that went well. I think all of that flowed pretty smoothly.
Yeah.
I think once when we were rolling, but there was a lot of hiccups.
Yeah. It kind of threw off the cadence of a little bit. We never resorted to our conflict die. Like we never ended up using the
I think
uncertainty.
We knew where we wanted to go.
Exactly, which I think is an interesting design decision for Durance, right? Because I get why the uncertainty thing is there, because like sometimes you do need some guidance for the game. However, most of the time it's just whatever you agree upon is good.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. Once again, I'm always a fan, or I always believe the principle of rules is that freeform conversation is kind of like the default thing. And if you're making a rule in a game, your rule must be better than what you can come up with together.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion for rules that kind of force narrative things like that. So like it's weird because this rule makes me reevaluate that a little bit, because here's a rule that's like almost like this rule is a safety valve. This is like, talk about this stuff, but if you can't, then hard decision, right? It's interesting.
Well, it's like it's like with randomization tables. You don't have an idea, roll on the table, figure out what you want to do. It's just a fallback for when you're stuck.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly. I feel like that's from how Jason Morningstar designs things. That's very much his intention of games.
Yeah, you just want to keep a fluid pace.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I'll let him speak on his games on his own. I don't want to misattribute anything.
We
but
know your design, Jason.
Yes. Ultimately, I wish we had more time for this one, actually, a little bit. I wish we could have revisited it sometime. But just like all Once Upon a Games, this is it. We do not return to the game. We just play another one in a different way. We learn from our mistakes, we improve as players, and we approach different things in new lights. Because life's too short to stick to one game right now. For me, too many interesting games and designs and things like that to do.
Too much space corn to eat.
I mean, I think it's a testament to the game that we were able to bring on Nanosphere literally with the last hour. Thank you, buddy, for coming on, and just like that, you're like, okay, let's start playing, right?
I hope I provided enough entertainment and stories. It was a bit difficult there to start.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I know you were watching beforehand a little bit, but like, yeah, to get ramped up into a game is usually like that's a very daunting undertaking. And what I'm saying is that your ability to merge onto this fictional highway was stellar.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, well, thank you.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. So,
Yes,
that will be it. Closing thoughts, guys, before we end the broadcast.
It was fun. It was good times.
It was fun from what I saw.
I thought about this at the beginning. I really liked the crossing out different things to
Yeah.
add shitty aspects onto the colony.
Yeah.
If for no other reason than like the combinations it generated. Like I hadn't read far enough in the book to know that those combinations like were existent things.
Yes.
So when you pointed it out, I was like, oh, that's cool. They're already laid out like that. I like configurations and patterns.
I had a chat with Adam Coble a long time ago about possibly using something like this kind of version to create characters' homeworlds in Stars Without Number.
Yeah.
As sort of like a thing. It's a compromise. Like instead of or if you were going to do more of like an exploratory Stars Without Number campaign, like doing that sort of like crossing things out. Like you roll a die and that's the number of things that get crossed out.
Yeah.
And then it's like you get to design the planet in real time as like the scanning information comes in or whatever.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like something kind of cool like that. Otherwise, but like you shouldn't do it for all planets. Obviously,
No,
like part of that is the mystery. But like having that as a little reveal thing would be cool.
Yeah.
I love the tables. I love how this game is so structureless. Like I mean, there's a lot of prep. You do a lot of prep, and it pays off in the game for sure. But the rest of it's like, yeah, just tell scenes. I mean, you just wrote this list here. Here's 2 lists.
I think it's odd, and I maybe I'm the only one, that this one didn't have like a very established structure of how to play scenes out, where like some of the other games I've done on Once Upon a Game are like that. It's like, okay,
Oh yeah,
play this scene, play this scene, play this scene, ending scene. It doesn't say it, or at least it didn't say that where I saw it. It was just keep going until you're done.
yeah. No,
And if you need another section, just add another section.
Jason Morningstar is like the dad of game design. He's like, just go. You know, I'm keeping out for you. Just you'll know it. You'll get it.
I really like that.
He's like, yeah,
The easy,
just keep
it's
going.
awesome. Yeah, just
the easy flow.
I trust you. It's like I trust you. You can do this.
I'm gonna let go of the training bike, son.
Yeah. And just go. And if you hit a wall, then you hit a wall. Here's some rules to get out of the wall, and then get back on that bike.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's.
I was thinking of like this scene once I saw in Full House. I think it was Full House, where there was like one of the guys and I think the daughter, and they were like learning to drive, and he was like, "You just feel it," and he's like coming up to her, like, "Feel it, feel it, feel it." Crash.
Yeah. No, it's true. Like that could fail, right? If you're not prepared, it could certainly fail. But
We crashed into tables, so it was okay.
we did pretty well.
Yeah.
And we crashed into tables. I like that.
What? Pew Pew Gaming Ass, is Roll20 free? Yes, Roll20 is totally free. What I used to set up this game today, so when you purchase Durance, which I think I got from or Drive Through RPG, it comes with 2 files. One of them is handouts, PDFs already made, and the other one is the actual book. I just dragged each page of the handouts as pictures here for Roll20, and just followed along from there on one sheet here. So to play this game is trivial once you have that paperwork. Ultimately, Spike Mall asks, I like the prep. So I like that the prep only gives a little structure, but it creates a lot of momentum. Yes, it's kind of like Fiasco, which kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It gives you the cliff to jump off, right? It gives you the bonfire to start very well. I'm really glad that Jason Morningstar took the time to create preset like name of the planet, name of the colony, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love
my first time reading the book, I was like, oh man, this stuff's preset. And then when I'm playing, I'm like, oh, like when I'm doing all this setup, I'm like, oh, thank God this stuff was established for me.
Yeah, right.
Because it's like I don't know what a climate mild geology stable atmosphere X. I'm like, I don't know what actually that could look like. And then you did all that work for me. Thank you. So thank you for outsourcing my creativity.
Exactly.
So awesome. So that would be it for me. That'd be it for episode 6. Episode 6 closes. Episode 7 returns on Sunday, 9 a.m. for the Devil John Moulton, which is a more traditional like RPG that is centered, as in it has a GM, and it's centered around a Wild West occult kind of game where 4 people sold their souls to the Devil John Moulton, for power. And things have turned bad, and now they want to make things right and get revenge on him. So they're hunting him down.
Things go bad after you sold your soul to the devil? Who would have thought?
Yeah, who would have guessed?
So, So it's a game about all the characters are on a revenge streak. It's super cool. Plenty of space for twists and a lot of fictional input at the start of the game by players and setup, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm streaming tomorrow The Witcher 3. Eric vs. The Witcher 3 returns again for that Let's Play. I'm continuing to create and modify my channel here. I'm expected to get more art soon. Trademark
that's
soon,
really good.
for more like graphics here and stuff like that. But if you look below, I've been modifying my channel's profile here a little bit. I'm trying to set up my MooBot to work a lot, help everybody out. I'm trying to get a little bit more just kind of like structure and fun things for you guys to do. I'm thinking about doing like a retention kind of guys, so like all you guys who tune in like that, you can get points for watching and spend those points to add creative things to the game or something like that.
I need points.
Yeah, looking to kind of gamify
Gamify.
games a little bit. I'm looking at adding some extra kind of things, some voting mechanics, kind of stuff like that. I want this to be a little bit more fun and interactive because I know I can't always answer everybody's questions and comments in chat while we're playing a game, and it pains me. But thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Thank you so much for watching and continuing to support Once Upon a Game. And me as a streamer, it means so much to me, and it means so much to that Kelsa, Nick, and Nanosphere are willing to stay up and play some games with me. I love you guys so much, right? Like you guys are so much fun to play with. It's always a pleasure. Yeah, Nano, I know you're new ish. I played Microscope with you around Christmas time. And I'm so happy that I didn't turn you away from indie RPGs, and you enjoy this stuff and you're hanging out here.
God, that Eric guy, you just put me off game.
Yeah, that Eric guy, that game.
He's so nice. How dare he?
He put so many lights up. God damn.
Yeah. So always working around. I set up a feedback thing down below. So like, let me know if there's anything you want. I want to know your thoughts about the stream, as well as if you're interested, go ahead and do !Discord. I believe that is the command I set up now. If you want to get in on the Discord and hang out with people like Nanosphere, Kelsa, and me and talk about games, and I can send you our schedule and get on the schedule here to play RPGs with us.
It works.
All of that is there. That is things that I'm doing to make it easier for you guys to hang out and play with us, because I want you guys to play more games. I hope this inspires you to be like, hell yeah, I can play this game. I can share this with some people who never played a game before, and they would enjoy it. That's what I'm trying to do. So
you're trying to be their dealer, but in a nice way.
I'm a game dealer for sure. So thank you guys so much.
You're a fun dealer.
Yep. So my stream schedule is below. Also, it's at EricVulgaris.com/schedule. I talked about upcoming things like that. I'm gonna start every Sunday, kind of like detailing a little bit more about it, but my general schedule is there for like special things. So thank you guys so much. This is my 2016 has been a big push for me for streaming in a big way. So I'm just keep doing things on the fly and moving things and growing this channel a lot, because I love doing this so much. So thanks a lot, everybody. Take care. Good night.
Bye.